Hey, Battle Bill, here with another video. It's been quite the hiatus, and we are going to get into some Retro Cup practice Go Battle League battles. I missed y'all on YouTube. I'm back, and I know I was back before, and then I was not back, and I was back again, and I was not back, and now I was gone for 3 weeks. My longest hiatus since I created this YouTube channel, but I'm definitely back for good now. My real life job was getting a bit overwhelming. I don't want to get too much into detail, but thankfully made it through strongly and safely, and we're good to go. The content is coming back just in time for some Retro Cup action. I'm super stoked. As you can tell, we're on the Twitch stream. This video is going to be a little different, so let me just give a brief overview, and let's just hop into the battles right after. Retro Cup is coming. Basically, long story short, the meta for Retro Cup, it's all typings except for Dark, Steel, and Fairy. Essentially, all the typings from Gen 1. That's why it's Retro. I have a bunch of Pokemon here that I plan to try to test out as many of them as possible in this video for y'all. So if you're excited to just see a bunch of Pokemon in action, that is what you're getting. I don't have a go-to team right now or any ideas on what a good team is going to be, but I'm here to give you content to see what might have some play. And we're doing this from the Twitch stream because I'm going to be battling my viewers live, and there's going to be a lot of cuts in this. I'm not going to do this in one take. It's not possible because there will be too much in-between time that you guys don't want to sit through on YouTube to see the content. So without further ado, please, I'm back. Please show your boy some love. I missed y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm excited to get into these battles, and let's get into battle number 1. All right, let's get into this first battle. Put together some very interesting team comps, and my Twitch viewers are definitely going to put in some interesting team comps of their own. Does this thing have Smackdown? I pray it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. That's a positive start, but it does have rock moves, so it's not too great for me. So I'm going to throw a resisted Sky Attack when I should have thrown a Psychic. It's a new meta, okay? And I have not gone up against a Barbarical. I'm already off to a great start with this team comp. And I swapped. I caught a move. But the other issue here is this thing knows a super effective bug move. So, okay, Cross Chop. At least caught a Cross Chop. That's a positive. Does he stay in here? I mean, the super effective quick move isn't really doing that much to hit, though. I'm not going to lie. Ooh, that was a great swap by my opponent there. Is this a Fire Ninetales or... I can't... Well, no, it can't be a Alolan because Alolan has to be Fire because Alolan Ninetales is a Fairy type. Okay, all right, all right. So we're seeing some very unique play here with respect to the Barbarical. I think I mispronounced that. And then we got a Kanto Ninetales here. Whatever this move is, should survive. Hypno pretty thick though. Yeah, only Fire Weather Ball. Awesome. And based on our current comp, it's a good thing we... Why that Fire Spin go through? That we lured out this Kanto Ninetales. So let's see. Ooh, they shielded the Shadow Ball there. They can't exactly Fire Spin me down. They're going to have to throw here. So we'll let this Charge move come through. And because we have you-know-who in the back, we are going to come back in with Noctowl. We're going to come in with Noctowl. I don't think I plan on shielding anything here. I'm going to just go for a complete farm down. I apologize, my nose is itching me all of a sudden. I hate when that happens because that shows up in the YouTube video, me scratching my nose like crazy. But now I'm just making it a bigger deal than it was by constantly talking about it. So let's farm down this Ninetales, survive this Weather Ball. 2 Shield Frostlass is usually pretty OP. So unless he's running some sort of double fire strat here, I think we're in a pretty solid situation. But we will only know for sure once we know what his last Pokemon is. It is not a fire type. It's actually a Defense Deoxys. That's pretty positive because we have the shields for the super effective rock slides. And now we save swap into Frostlass. I don't even think we need a Shadow Ball here. I think a Shadow Ball is actually unnecessary. He doesn't have a choice but to shield because the Barbarical is almost dead. On top of the fact that like I think DD is like his only real win condition here. Yep, he shielded it. And I also think with a Powder Snows that an Avalanche should do enough. Oh, he Psycho Boosted. All right, smart use of energy, and then swap into your Barbarical. This thing's got to have a rock move, right? I don't know what this thing's moveset is. I know it threw a Cross Chop before, but I'm not trying to... Okay, I got baited. I don't know what the other move is. I'm too scared of this thing. Okay, well, it's coming through. We're going to learn this one the hard way. We are going to learn this one the... GG jokes. Ooh, that was painful. That was painful. I knew it had a rock move. I didn't know, if he was going to want to bait or not. But what a match. Barbarical with some rock play. Frostlass is going to be a huge contender in this meta. So that was pretty insane. It literally won him the match. Me letting that Stone Edge go through. One-shotting. GG to my opponent there. Not my best playing, but honestly, great match number 1 in this new meta. All right, let's get into match number 2. I got absolutely slaughtered in match number 1, so hopefully we can have some better success in the second one so I don't look like a scrub after taking my 3-week hiatus. But we have a completely different team here, and now we have Altaria on a Hypno lead. Honestly, considering the fact that Altaria is going to be fairly popular in this meta, I would not be surprised if this Hypno has Ice Punch on it. And I really don't want to find this out the hard way, I'm not going to lie. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do that. I'm going to safe swap Cresselia because I love Cresselia as a safe swap. And, well, I should have expected this. I was like, there's not too many dark types in the, there's not going to be any dark types in the Retro Cup meta because dark is one of the typings that was banned. But Cresselia's hardest counter is going to be a Alolan Marowak, especially an Alolan Marowak with Hex. But we have a little special shiny Pokemon in the back that might do pretty well against the 2 Pokemon we've seen so far. So the question becomes, ooh, and we got the 10% attack debuff. Question becomes, how do we want to play this one out? This is a debuffed Shadow Bone. We survive because of the debuff. Clutch, very pog. We probably get outpaced. I could have thrown, well, we would have CMP tied on the grass now, so it wasn't worth throwing. Now the question becomes, you know what? Let's be savage. We're gonna hex this down. And we're gonna lag. We're gonna hex this down. And we're gonna build up a bunch of energy. Look at how, Weather Ball normal, I think is literally a Body Slam clone. I could be wrong, but it's definitely a very similar move. Bro, I'm getting done dirty by my Twitch viewers. I'm getting done dirty by my Twitch viewers. Did I expect I should have expected a Fire Blast. He was running a Hex. Okay, charge move's coming through. Probably a punch now. I'm mad at myself that I let that come through. Oof, that Hex did a lot of damage. This normal Weather Ball should take out the Hypno's remaining health. This is still a solid move. We get stabbed. It is neutral. Did take out the remaining health. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm screwed. But Normal Castform actually had some solid play against my opponent's entire team. And maybe if I would have shielded that Fire Blast. Are my Twitch viewers throwing for me? We let this come through. I think we win this. We're going to Hex down. My opponent, my Twitch viewer, is going to 2 Shield Flex and take the L. And Castform is going to clutch this with a Hex down. No, you're not getting to 2 Avalanches. It's not possible. We're getting the Normal Castform Hex down. Oh, this is savage. A Spice Pokemon to be on the lookout for. Normal Castform with all of its play against the Ghosts and Psychics that you're going to see in Retro Cup action. And it came in absolutely clutch there with the neutral Energy Ball action because a normal Weather Ball would have been double resistant against Frostlass being a Ghost type. And we were able to pull out and salvage the second match of these practice battles, even after getting Fire Blasted. GG's to my opponent. All right, let's get into match number 3. We have a mostly different team, and if you notice, we've tried to include as much spice as possible. There was at least 1 spicy Pokemon on each of the 3 team comps so far, this one being Zangoose. That is 2. I gotta count these Incinerates. And then the rest of the team, I did go back to Altaria again, so I'm wondering if that's gonna be like a crutch for me, because I do that pretty often when I get into new metas. I find a Pokemon I just feel comfortable with and I use it as a crutch. This is almost definitely a Brave Bird and Dip type situation, and I'm not going to shield it because if they have like a Frostlass back there, I'm going to be salty. I use the shield. Brave Bird, we survived pretty well, and they did have a hard counter in the form of Crustle, so I'm actually pretty happy that I decided not to shield that. Now, Smackdown Crustle is going to be solid, and my opponent did bring some spice. Talonflame, I'm not sure if it's spicy in this meta, but Smackdown Crustle, definitely some spice. We did get a shield there, which is always a positive. I'm debating if I want to come in with DD or Zangoose. Probably Zangoose, because super effective X Scissors on Deoxys are not going to be fun, but these smackdowns hurt a lot, and I have to shield this regardless because Zangoose is extremely glassy. I also should have probably thrown my Night Slash immediately. I don't know why I built up the way that I did. Who knows? Maybe this forces a shield because they think I'm in a close combat. Okay, no, they're not. But I'm going to... Oh, I was going to try and swap. But now I clearly can't. So, what was their comp so far? Talonflame and Crustle. I feel like... Well, Crustle's a bit of a Defenseoxys counter. So hopefully they're just not carrying another one. Defenseoxys, unfortunately, will be a main player in this cup also, and Defenseoxys has not been in this game or in raids for years. Please, don't get mad at me in my comments. I don't run Niantic. I do apologize that this is a thing that exists, but at the end of the day, we just gotta preach our voice to Niantic and make them bring Defenseoxys back so everybody can get their fair shot at it to use in PvP. And at the end, also at the end of the day, oof, what a counter down. My goal as a content creator, I should have just... But either way, my goal as a content creator is to show you as much Pokemon-specific content as possible. Beautiful. We got the shield there. I don't know if that's going to be enough for us, but this Thunderbolt's definitely going to hurt. Not going to take it out, but it'll put a good chunk in it. Hopefully, Defenseoxys can clutch out this match. After that Thunderbolt, we should survive a Weather Ball, maybe, barely. Actually, probably not at this health. They should have been in a Weather Ball by there. So we do have to keep in mind that these are my Twitch viewers, and I did just tell them not to throw matches for me, but I'm pretty sure Water Gun charges energy quicker than that, and they should have been in a Weather Ball to win that match. But I was able to pull it out. We were trying to get the Thunders. I saw like, okay, so the person that I just battled just commented. They said they were trying to get the Thunder, but definitely did not need Thunder there. But I do appreciate the honesty. And a Weather Ball would have taken me out. Yeah, the Water Guns were adding up and were very impressive. But GG's in match number 3. And again, a nice, great variance of Pokemon. We saw Rainy Castform. We also saw Crustle. And we saw Talonflame along with my team comp with Zangoose and Defenseoxys. Obviously, we saw Terry in the last match. But let's now get into the next one. Getting into match number 4, and we have a bit of a little strat going on here, and I have no idea how well the strat's about to work. We got a double confusion strat with Shadow Golduck, which, this is not going to go well, and regular Hypno. Yeah, it's definitely not going to go well because these are resisted, even though they're doing quite a chunk, I will say. Alright, I got to shield this, and when I shield this, I'm going to throw the Ice Beam, and I'm going to swap. Another confusion went through, which I guess kind of works. Thankfully, they didn't bait. They probably should have baited unless they have Psycho Boost, because they don't want to debuff themselves. Just because, oof, that did a lot of damage. I also probably should have not swapped into Noctowl, because he clearly showed he had Thunderbolt and also Defenseoxys, also has Rock Slide. I'm making a lot of bad plays. I do apologize, but at least you're getting to see the content and the existence of these battles. Let this come through. Thunderbolt only hurts so much. Maybe we can... Nope. I wanted to like wing attack down. Or whatever the quick move is. I don't think it's Air Slash. I think it actually is wing attack, but I could be wrong. Okay. Not ideal. We're down to shields. And Noctowl's relatively dead. Did they bring a double fighting strat into my double confusion strat? Because that'd actually be amazing. I'm debating which confusion user I want to go into because I'm expecting a charge move. There it is. I'm pretty confident they're at 2. As much as I would love to make this a Shadow Golduck feature, I want to also try and win. No boost, no boost, no boost. Okay. They're going to get off another Night Slash. Let this come through. And we're going to hope that them bring in a fighter into my Noctowl. Oh, nope. That did not mean what I was hoping it meant. Wow, that's savage. Wow, that's savage. Now the question is how... Oh, no, I'm going to just get outpaced, aren't I? Thank you for the follow. I'm going to say it depends on... Let's see how savage my Twitch viewer / opponent is here. So I was going to see if they would, you know... potentially call correctly here. And they did not, but I don't think I can outpace them. I think I just get outpaced, unfortunately. Yep, I definitely get outpaced. Shadow Dusclops. Talk about some slaughtering spice. That makes sense, though. They brought in a Primate there because the Dusclops would have kind of struggled. They would have had to get to that Ice Punch. It would have definitely had to get to a charge move in order to take me out because the Hex downs with Noctowl's normal typing would not have went well. But GG's my opponents there. I am getting smacked around by my Twitch viewers, but on the positive end, y'all getting to see a bunch of different Pokemon and the variety that could potentially happen in the Retro Cup. So I'm excited, even though not going as well as I would prefer. I'm enjoying the battles. GG to that opponent, and let's get into match number 5. Getting into this 5th match, we have another new strat that we're going to try and make work. It's the double weak to fighting strat, where we have Hypno as the lead to deal with the fighters, and then Shadow Snorlax and Regirock in the back. Now, we did lure out the fighter like we wanted, and the positive thing about this fighter that we lured out is it's also a Psychic type. So it's still taking super effective damage from all of Snorlax's lick damage, and the body slams are threatening. We got Shadow Snorlax, it's a bit thick. Let's see what move they're going to throw here. Is Power Up Punch the preferred move on Medicham in this meta? Probably not. They did go for an Ice Punch there. It does do quite a bit of damage, but I should be able to just get to that move in time before they were able to counter me down. Shadow Snorlax being clutch. I definitely think Munchlax will have some solid play, and Lickitung will also be a solid lick user in this meta. But Shadow Snorlax, that Shadow Boost, a little bit of a more attack-weighted thick licker. That's a sentence I'm never going to say again. Could have its own unique play. Could have its own unique play in this Retro Cup. So it'll come in, that Medicham has some energy, it's only an Ice Punch, not too worried about it. Confusion down, I'm sure the Jellicent will come back in, and we will Thunder Punch it. I kind of want them to Shadow Ball me. Well, I don't want them to Shadow Ball me. I definitely wanted them to Shadow Ball me there. I definitely didn't want that. They're definitely going to shield too. Also irritating. I should have just baited. But regardless, I wanted to get their last shield for... Oh, I wonder what I should have checked the preferred moveset on Regirock. I probably want Zap Cannon. Let me check PV Poke. I'm going to get Bubble Beamed here. Okay, cool. I'm checking PV Poke literally as we speak. And I'm getting double. Oh no, you want Stone Edge and Focus Blast actually. You don't want Zap Cannon. Very interesting. This is definitely another Bubble Beam. But what stinks about this is now I don't think my attack is high enough to get rid of this thing with one Stone Edge. So solid play by my opponent for double Bubble Beaming me. Yep. Because they're definitely going to get to another Bubble Beam. Oh, they got greedy. They wanted the Shadow Ball. They wanted the Shadow Ball. A little greedy. Okay. There's still hope. There's still play here. I'm debuffed twice, but the Stone Edge is still super effective. I think I should have actually probably just waited out the switch timer and banked that Stone Edge. That would have been a more heads up and aware play, but I actually think we can win this one. Stone Edge still hurts. Hypno, a bunch of health. We have a shield advantage. We're going to Confusion, shield the Shadow Ball that's going to come through. Not the Shadow Ball. I'm going to throw the Shadow Ball. We're going to shield the Sky attack that's going to come through. Altaria learning Shadow Ball. And, kills, just let me finish off the match. But GG's to my opponent there. I was definitely going to win that one, getting to the Shadow Ball. And we are trying to get you as many practice battles as we can for this YouTube video. So we're actually in battle number 6. You know, breaking the usual battle bill mold where I only do 5 battles a set. So hopefully, you know, we can get you... Ooh! Very questionable. I'm very thankful I brought Drifloon for this battle. If they're swapping out their Medicham to bring in a Mew here. Now, this is a slightly questionable swap on my own end. I think my man, Boss Man here, aka Vic, might have misclicked there. I think he might have meant to swap in Snorlax to catch that Shadow Ball, because that would have been an amazing catch if he did. But instead caught the Shadow Ball on his Mew, and it just actually one-shotted his Mew. But it was a great swap, just did not work out well. So we're going to shield this here. And we're going to throw a Rock Slide, get the counters off. This is definitely not an amazing matchup. I did not want to bring in Cradilly here. I guess I should have brought in Cradilly here the more I think about it, because I don't really want Cradilly on Metachin, because the counter is going to be super effective. That's like an odd decision I have to make in the moment. But yes, like I was saying, I do want to, now that I'm back on my YouTube grind, I want to try my best to get like 10 battles in a video, per video, like minimum. Now, is that necessarily going to happen? I can't make any promises, but I'm going to try. Some videos will definitely still have 5. It'll all depend. Now, the question is Power Punch preferred? Probably has Ice Punch. Oh, you know, after I just one-shot that Mew, my opponent here is definitely going to make a comeback and have a solid chance of winning. That Icy Wind was clutch. Oh, wow. Okay. I think we still win this because we debuffed their boosted attack. So this could be a Psychic, but it'll be neutral and we'll survive. And we should get to a... Oh, it's another pup. Okay. I didn't get baited, which is very positive. But we should get to this Grass Knot in time to take out the Metachin and win this match. But what a play. I feel like that was a misclick. It worked out though, and we got to see that Drifloon has some solid play against this meta, because there will be a bunch of Psychic types. So having Ghosts will work out really well, so Drifloon definitely went off there. Cradilly didn't really get to see do too much, but with Bullet Seed, Stone Edge, and Grass Knot, will get the moves quick and could be a solid closer in some Retro Cup battles. So we're getting into match number 7 here, and this Pokemon, well, Crustle, is the last Pokemon that I haven't tried yet. I've literally tried everything that I showed you on screen to begin this video, and I've tried to give you as many different team variations for potential success as we go. I'm going to definitely try to get in a couple more matches, and Crustle is set here in a very positive situation with Crustle on a Dugong lead. We're dealing super effective damage, whereas these Icy Winds are only neutral. They do hurt because Crustle is quite glassy, but we're still going to go for the... Ooh, I was going to say we're going to go for the bait here, but they pulled off a great swap, and now I have to be careful because I want to come in with Frostlass, but I don't want to get Stone Edged. So it's like this was a questionable call. They're at 4 already. 5. This could easily... This definitely should be a Stone Edge. There's no... I think Grass Knot and Stone Edge are equal, so there's no reason to even bait. So there it is. We gotta... I feel... Why are these bullets... Am I like hallucinating? These bullet seeds are coming in 2 at a time. Why do these bullet seeds seem to be coming in so fast? And he just let... I'm surprised. He should have had like another whole Stone Edge. I'm very surprised he just let that go down. What could he potentially be saving these 2 shields for? The Dugong? No, I feel like Cradilly had to be the play. Cradilly should have definitely outpaced me. Okay. He still has a shield advantage. Don't know what that... Okay, I could... Ooh. Is this what I mean, it is a Pachirisu. But is this what I think this is? I think you just want to save the 2 shields for the Pachirisu, which I totally get. I don't think this is fully XL, but I don't know what a fully XL Pachirisu Max is out at. But XL Pachirisu, according to PV Poke, does very well in this meta. So this is really hyped to see. And if you live in the region where Pachirisu spawns a bunch and you have those XL candies for Pachirisu, highly recommend you try it out. I think it's fully electric. I don't think it actually has any coverage moves, but according to PV Poke, it performs very well in this meta. I'm definitely excited to see it here. It's fairly thick. I don't think this is fully XL. Somebody in my chat could let me know what a fully XL Pachirisu Max is out at, so I can let the YouTube audience know. That'd be awesome. But these Volt Switches, though, get the energy really quickly. And the Pachirisu's feeling pretty thick. Also, Thunderbolt and the Volt Switches did quite a bit of damage to my Hypno. He pulled a great swap, but he kind of caught Thunder Punch on his Dugong. And unfortunately, this matchup lined up very nicely for me. It's going to end up being a GG. Crustle put in some serious work, and somebody in my chat just informed me that a Hundo Best Buddy, which I'm assuming fully XL, maxes out at 1388. So just in case you wanted to know, it gets relatively close to 1500. Could get very thick. Solid 7th match, 8th match, losing track. Ferrixer, thank you for the raid, and let's get into the next match of some practice Retro Cup battles. Alright, let's get into match number 8 now. I don't know, I lost track. I gotta stop trying to count. It's just a good introduction as I get back into these matches. But I think this is a relatively positive lead. But Suicune does no Snarl, and this is a Shadow Suicune, yo. Respect to my Twitch viewers and my opponents right now, which, I mean, are my Twitch viewers, for bringing the spice content. You're not only seeing awesome Pokemon on my end, we've been seeing a great variation from my opponents. Definitely bringing some unique content Pokemon-wise and battle-wise to get us excited for the Retro Cup. Now the question really becomes, ooh, I called the Hydro Pump, that's huge. The question really becomes, what is the Retro Cup meta actually going to look like? And I'm sure we could all take some guesses, but I'm very hopeful that it'll be one of the larger metas, and honestly, I don't think that can really be truly predicted until battles start to happen. Okay. I really didn't need to throw the Thunder Punch, but I kind of hesitated on what I wanted to swap into. This should be a Body Slam, and I'm starting to think my opponent's running a triple Shadow Squad, which is super hype because we have Shadow Suicune, Shadow Snorlax. Let's throw now. We don't want to take another Body Slam. I'm feeling based on the first two, the third one's definitely going to be a Shadow. I'm excited to see what it is. We get the Sky Attack through, take out the Snorlax, sitting in what feels like a positive situation. Definitely a positive situation. Actually, might be debatable. Might be debatable. I'm getting all the Sky Attack, which is pretty big. This is pretty big. Depends on how much he farms here. And I have to keep in mind, as much as Castform has super effective hexes, I have to get all the way to an Energy Ball, deal neutral damage, because the normal Weather Balls will, be double resistant. So the lead was the Suicune, so we're going to come in with the Castform. These hexes are super effective. Look at how beastly freaking normal Castform is. I'm really feeling this Pokemon for Retro Cup battles. I'm sure this is an Avalanche. I'm not going to shoot. I'm going to let this first one go in. I was fully expecting a swap, so I overfarmed there. And I'm going to be salty when I continue to overfarm and I still end up getting swapped on. Okay, I did not get swapped on. Positive. This Energy Ball should take out the Frostlass's remaining health. Yep. And now the Suicune should be coming back in. I want to build up to the Energy Ball for obvious reasons. But I felt like a move was going to get gotten off. Oh my god, that did so much damage. I feel like a move would have been gotten off by then. And normal Castform still is spamming these normal Weather Balls to clutch the match. Wow. Normal Castform is really exceeding expectations. Came in and clutched. Beats a Ghost type that double resists normal because of that super effective Hex. And Energy Ball dealing solid neutral damage, being relatively cheap considering it's Hex to Energy Ball, and then spamming the normal Weather Balls to take out the Suicune's remaining health. And my opponent played that really well because he was trying to farm me down to Hydro Pump my Hypno. And if Castform didn't clutch it with its slight little thickness to survive, I would have lost that match. GG's to my opponent there. Alright, getting into this next battle. I had one battle that might have gotten cut out of this YouTube video because my opponent happened to bring a Steel type that should have been banned. But I don't remember if I said it before that video, if I said it in another that battle or in another battle, but I'm just kind of throwing stuff together at this point and seeing what sticks. So I've tried thinking through as many team comps as I possibly could have out of the 14 Really? He caught that? Out of the 14 Pokemon that I had. And at this point, I'm just kind of trying to run unique alterations of anything else now. Okay. Cresselia save swap, not a great save swap for a Lickitung considering the licks are super effective, but at the same time, Cresselia is really thick. These body slams will slowly add up a little bit. I couldn't really go Regirock. I guess I maybe could have, but then again, he gets what, Power Whip? I know he gets a grass move, so I guess Regirock would have to worry about those. I definitely couldn't keep in Frost Blast there. If I really wanted to, I could have threw another Avalanche, but I didn't want to do that. I definitely need the energy for that Ampharos. Oof! This is the second time in this video that I got the 10% debuff with Moonblast on Cresselia. Did they revert it back to 30%? Is that what happened? Is there an update that we all missed? I would not be surprised, honestly. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's get off another Moonblast here. This I don't think will take out the Lickitung. It will get it pretty low. And also Lickitung, if you have the XLs for it, is going to be a major meta mon in Retro Cup battles. This is the first time we're seeing it in this set because it's not exactly the easiest Pokemon to make, but it will have a ton of play. And if people can make it, it will be all over the place. I should have thrown the Moonblast. I didn't think I was going to get to that. I also should have swapped, but oh well. Now we're going to do that. Yeah, see. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. My aggressiveness paid off. My aggressiveness paid off. Struggling with words. Okay, now Lickitung is almost dead too. Oh, no it's not, I lied. Now it's almost dead. The question is, what is their last Pokemon? And I really could have farmed more there because they need to throw a Power Whip. But I had a feeling whatever they had in the back was pretty weak to my Frostlass. So I just wanted to get rid of their Lickitung. So, you know, clearly Regirock clutched this match. But another Metamon, as you could tell, is definitely going to be Frostlass in this cup. Defenseoxys is going to be fairly meta. Regirock is high ranked, but, you know, we haven't really gotten a chance to see it. And I'm just going to shield the Frostlass. There's no reason to see the Regirock right now. We'll go for the Powder Snow down, and that will be GG to my opponent. Frostlass went off there. Cresselia held its own against Lickitung, and overall a very solid match. All right. Another match where I just throw something at the wall and hope for the best with the Zangoose lead. But I did put some two pretty meta Pokemon in Hypno and Altaria behind it. So this shouldn't be off too bad. How do I want to play this out? Do I want to shield the Focus Blast when it comes through? And then double close combat. Thank you for the follow. Focus Blast. I'm definitely generating my moves quicker just because they're cheaper than that. Okay. Also, I really don't need to close combat. I just want to build up to, you know, perceive the illusion that I was going to close combat and make them shield. But these Night Slashes should, you know, generate shields regardless. And a boost would be really clutch. I wonder... I feel like this matchup's got to be really good for Zangoose just because I outpace it. Both Pokemon are really glassy. Ooh, it called me on the next one. So I'm going to shield the Focus Blast now and get really greedy and aggressive. I'm going to shield this, and I'm going to Shadow Claw all the way down. And see how my opponent decides they want to play this match. Because they should not get to another move there. Oof. Zangoose... Wait a minute, that Regirock is super underpowered. I just realized I was 1298. I hope the rest of the Pokemon aren't as underpowered. I just realized that last second, which is probably what allowed me to farm it down as well as I did. But I definitely feel like Zangoose wins that matchup against Regirock regardless, just because of its outpacing. Altaria here is fully powered up. We're going to spam as many Night Slashes. A boost would have been nice, but it doesn't seem like we're going to get one here. So we're just going to get off as many moves as we possibly can to threaten the shield, get the Altaria low, and potentially see what's in the back. And this is still a full health Altaria that the Zangoose is going off on. It's going to have to throw the Sky Attack. Yep, as I was going to say, I'm going to get to another Night Slash. And because of that, the Altaria does not have a bunch of energy, so I'm going to bring in my own Altaria, and I'm going to Dragon Breath. There's down. Ooh, they swapped immediately. Great play. Ran some very similar teams here. We both had Hypno and Altaria in the back. I just had Zangoose in the lead, and they had an underpowered Regirock in the lead. I expect a throw there. I was off on the throw. Very unfortunate, especially because now I'm probably going to get Shadow Balled. They definitely farmed up a bunch there. I'm surprised they hadn't thrown early. That's very unfortunate, though, because I'm going to get Shadow Balled because of it. I need to get off this Thunder Punch. Actually, do I need to? Not really. I don't really need to. They should be another Shadow Ball considering how much energy they had, but I think my Altaria can... Oh, okay. I think my Altaria can Dragon Breath down all the way. Oh, my phone's going to die. Great timing for that. Thankfully, I clicked that quick enough. You guys should get... Oh, I thought that would get the last shield. It should have gotten the last shield just because that Altaria is not going to get any use out of its shield. Ooh, that was a good play, but I don't think they get to a move. Yeah, they definitely don't. Hypno comes in, and it dies immediately. I was like, unless they have an Ice Punch, I think I'm pretty good there. GG. I'm wondering how that match would have played out with a fully powered Regirock, but I think it would have played out very similar. So GG to my opponent. So I'm extremely high on Normal Castform, and you've seen it. Oh, this is not a great situation for it. So you've seen it in the lead. In the back. Now let's see what it's like in the lead. Now we're both not doing any damage to each other. The problem is a close combat is going to hurt from Zangoose onto Castform. But I will also get off my normal Weather Balls quicker. So the question is, that does a lot of damage. So thank you for the follow. That does a lot of damage. Is this Zangoose underpowered? Let's check. That was way more damage I would have expected. Got the shield. Zangoose is not underpowered. I'm very worried about close combats here. I don't think they're at 2 though. And I got baited. Not ideal. You know, my entire team has... Oh no. My entire team has a problem against the Zangoose. And I'm going to get double baited here, and I'm going to get swept by the Zangoose. No, that's not the right move. I didn't even know Zangoose could learn Dig. What a swap. I didn't even know Zangoose could learn Dig. You 1,000,000% want close combat. Oh my god. This is going to be a slow battle. This is an underpowered Shiny Chansey. But even underpowered... Oh, Grass Knot is less energy than Stone Edge. I need to correct my earlier self when I said they were equal in energy. I know I'm going to get some YouTube comments for that one. But if you're the YouTube commenter and you made it this far in the video, please hold back your comment. It'd be greatly appreciated. I realize by using my own Cradilly. Now this matchup might not be as slow because this is not a fully powered up Chansey, but the fact that a fully powered up Chansey is tanking, a non-fully powered up Chansey is tanking these Grass Knots the way it is, it's actually pretty insane. So it's still taking a minute, but we're gonna Stone Edge here. Yeah, the Stone Edge is like not really 5. I guess it alternates every few moves. Ooh. Ooh, I was like, I wish I didn't throw my Stone Edge earlier, but I was able to get this off, which is pretty huge. I'm gonna get Avalanche though, which is not exactly too great. That Zangoose is still alive. Can I survive an Avalanche? I swapped, hoping I could. Normal Castform, just thick enough. Gonna get off the neutral energy ball. This thing is spamming with Hex, man. And these Hexes add up a bit. The issue here is Cresselia wants no part of this Frost Ice matchup. So I'm going to come in with Cradilly here, and I'm going to... Okay. Well, they got rid of the energy right away, so that's a bit of a positive. I just really need to get to this Grass Knot before they get to a Shadow Ball. They swapped immediately back into their Zangoose. This is going to be a Night Slash. I'm not too worried about the first one. It's more or less if they ended up getting another boost. That could be a real problem. They did not get another boost. I'm honestly even willing to let another Night Slash come through, because I'm worried about the Frost Ice getting to another move more than this Zangoose getting another Night Slash off. Now, if it gets a boost, that's a bit concerning. So I'm going to get off this Grass Knot here. I did not get a boost. I could not Psycho Cut down. The Shadow Claws are definitely going to add up and do too much damage. The question is, can I get to this Grass Knot before they get to an Avalanche? Oh, they still have that Chansey alive. Oh, no. GG. I was not able to outpace them, but even if I was able to, that Chansey had more health than you would have preferred. So even with the underpowered Chansey, really well played. Also, that Zangoose was a very stressful matchup for my Castform, even without close combat and dig. But I didn't exactly assume dig there. I was assuming close combat that. So I played that matchup still played out exactly how you would have seen it, except with the proper movesets, close combat would have went off there. But either way, GG's my opponents. That was about 10 battles or so, and overall that was quite the collection of Retro Cup meta Pokemon and off meta Pokemon. So I hope you were able to, intake some of those matchups, maybe learned a thing or two, or just seeing what Pokemon are going to have play. One sleeper pick, as you heard me say throughout this entire video, is Normal Castform. I'm extremely excited to actually put that to use in GBL battles. My opponents ran some great Pokemon in these Retro Cup battles. I had a collection of 14 that I feel like I mixed up pretty well. There's definitely going to be a meta that you're going to want to build around, but I do think there is still some play for spice with correspondence to the meta. Let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know if you're excited for some Retro Cup battles, and I will see you soon with actual Retro Cup Go Battle League battles.